Morning, it's time Didge. It's Thursday the 19th of March. FOMC yesterday. I think I was trying to trade the scalping model in the New York session. Didn't really get anywhere. I posted some stuff into Discord. The regime's still the same at the moment. High volume, markets are pegged together, so that means I didn't start at my usual 6:30, quarter to 7 time, because I won't start trading till 8 o'clock to try and scalp ES, and that's it at the moment. That's all we can do. The other model remains a bit thin and the cracks and correlations don't appear, so we're just trying to scalp. I don't know why it keeps logging me out of my on my OSB. It keeps logging me out of the YouTube for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, let's have a little look at what the bonds are doing then. Okay, FX market follows the bonds. Okay, we're working in within this range. We've got a 3 candle model there playing out. Okay, so we're going to target some of this low here. We've already targeted that, but we'll probably see price pull down a bit further anyway. Bearish profile though, right? So what does this mean for me? If I'm looking at the FX chart and we had a range daily profile, I would follow the bond market. I would use the 6 hour and I would follow what the bond market is doing. But I think we have a clear draw of liquidity today. Bearish week 3 distribution. What does that mean? I'm expecting distribution. Okay, you can see here though we're expansion in week 1. We've not really done a lot, so normally you would expect distribution. I think with the war though, it's messed a few things up. So let's see what happens. I said about this fair value gap. Maybe we go up and take there. We didn't actually get up there, did we? But we're, like I said yesterday in the stream, we're expecting rates to come out at 12:30 today on the pound and the euro. So we could see this Thursday reversal, right? We could see price trade back up into this level if the pound remains. I don't think the rates are going to be cut, so then euro's already quite low. Bearish weekly profile. Haven't taken a high or low, so we've got no monthly cycle there. Let's have a little look at the daily profile. Bearish daily profile, sell above the open. And I've been doing a little bit more work with the open in mind in terms of every candle's open, close below and then close above, that kind of stuff. I'm developing that more, so I'll go through more of that with you as I see it on the chart, basically. Bearish daily profile, sell above the open, no assets taken. Oh yes, it has. 6B has taken previous day's low. What does that mean? Expecting 50%? Possibly. Get rid of that. We know the cracks and correlations are not really working at the moment. Continuations, equilibrium are all gonna really work in this market condition. Let's we have got a bit of a free candle model there. I suppose bearish. Thursday means reversal, high probability for reversal. And considering we've got the rates, I think they've dumped the price and then we're probably going to run it back up. Possibly. Right, that's just an opinion of mine. But eventually I would like to see this whole, we're up here. If this is the leg, you'd want to see price rebalance, right? Look, see if we draw it up from here, price is rebalanced here. If we draw it up from here, price will, maybe we take out this low, something like that. I know there's a war on, but price is still doing what it's supposed to do, right? If we're looking at this as a leg, and we are going to return back into this before we go up and take these liquidity above old highs, right? Liquidity below old lows. If you watch anything of Romeo, he'll explain exactly the same. This is how the market moves. Okay, so this is the weekly chart. Currency futures triad. Instrument is 6E. I'm looking at the moment. All right, so I am expecting lower prices over the next coming week, and that's not just because of the war. It's because what the chart is telling me. There's going to be liquidity below this low, and that also works out at equilibrium. Just going to mark out equilibrium of previous day's range. I think that's something I'm going to have to add to the indicator actually. It might actually be on it. Right, we've got 5 minutes to 8. Not really looking at the currency market at the moment. Just wanted to mark it out. I'm going to quickly do Asia, then I'm going to quickly go on to the index market as well. I'm a little bit behind now. Looking at higher time frame stuff. Should have done that on the weekend with you. Massive expansion, Asia. Why am I dropping frames? OSB, man, it's just, my computer just, must be my internet. If Asia's expanded like that and we broke below the low, I'll be looking for a continuation. But it hasn't. We haven't done anything at the moment. Just quickly go up here. Let's see what's going on. Just got to really be quick here, because it looks like at 8 o'clock we're going to try and break below these lows, and that's liquidity point I could scalp from. Let's quickly go out to the weekly, bearish weekly profile. Did any of the assets take that high yesterday? No. Nothing's been taken. Daily, let's have a little look. We've got a nice pattern forming here as well. These will be our draws. If you see, all the assets are moving together as well here. All the asset classes, right? So instruments moving together, and the asset of FX assets class is moving together as well. Bearish. What have we got here? We've got So we're working within this range of this candle, probably into this low as well. Something there, 8 a.m. Just quickly mark up Asia, see what that's doing, see what we expect. Go on to the 15-minute. I like doing this manually, keeps me sharp. On the 1 hour, if the price has opened up and we've gone higher, what are we expecting? We're expecting lower prices on the hour there. So prices opened, open, high, low, close. Let me just mark out Asia. Asia's expanded. We've got it'll be lovely when the market comes back together. Normal cracks in correlation, just money making. Money making regime. VIX lower. I think the VIX is up at 24 today. If I'm looking for a continuation, I want to see London close below all these. Like I say, they're all moving together. The VIX is high. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, the VIX is at 25 now. Okay, so that's high. That means I swap to my scalping model. Come off of that for the moment. The VIX is high. Have we taken that liquidity there? No. Okay, so maybe once that low there's gone and if we get an inversion, I'm not going to trade off that. I want to see that liquidity point taken. Like I say, open, high, low, close on the 1 hour bar, right? So if we're going up higher, probably going to come down and take some liquidity. Then we might be able to see. I'm fine with this if it doesn't work, because I know there's liquidity below that low if I'm looking for a draw of liquidity. We're bearish as well, so if I'm looking for sells, I want to be up above this area on the VWAP. I've got VWAP and RSI. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep the RSI. I think it's a bit useless because it was one entry I took off of it. Yeah, okay, so I'll set an alert for that low. I'll pay attention to what's going on. It might just keep continuing. We have got a weekly cycle. Just in this market regime where the VIX is high, I don't put too much weight on the other strategy because the cracks don't hold. It's a lot of fear sentiment. It just shows you that the algorithms don't really work. People are not using the algos in this time as like they were. It's completely different. And I've been trading timed edge, my old model, for a year and a half. I know, and then I was back testing before that, so it's gone through all kinds of rigorous testing. So I know when the market changes, and People say to me, "Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's a good time." No, it's not. It's shit. It's terrible. I've built the data. I've got it all in hundreds of journals like this. Not hundreds, but I've got about 10 journals like that. Am I going to take that off of that? No, I'm not. Not if I'm scalping, not in a million years. Right? The level of liquidity is, there's so much draw underneath here. If this does go back up and we start coming above these highs here, then yeah, maybe they'll look for an inversion down. But at the moment, we're building up more liquidity, but resting just a little above an old low. Sorry, I need a quick drink. I should have my new laptop this week, so my streams will be a little bit more crystal clear. I've ordered it from Apple. It's coming. It's just don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. Come on. Are you really going to do that? Let's have a little look at NQ on the 1 minute as well. Right, we got the push below on NQ. Let me just reload this screen. 808. 808. Okay, well, we're just going to continue up, are we? Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm not going to come down and take that level. That's amazing. Something is not. Yesterday, looking for that short yesterday. I put in the Discord group, right? It's going to come up here. We just saw liquidity thin here, and it didn't have the. I thought one of these would go up into the blue line, and we'd get the inversion, and then be able to trade it back down. But it just didn't get up there. And after a move like that on the open, 2 o'clock, half an hour before the New York Stock Exchange open, right? Didn't get a move up. And as we were so far down in the leg anyway, yeah, I didn't really want to take it in there. I was looking at this here, because this come out of a 5 minute fair value gap, inefficient price action here, so had to rebalance inefficiency if we're going to go back down. We had this push up into it, then inversion back down, disrespecting bullish order flow confirmation, but we were heading closer to FOMC, and I thought the scalping model only really trade. I only want to be at the opens, so that means 8 a.m. open, London open, and then from about I don't know, quarter to two, sorry, GMT that is. Okay, now we're getting some bears come in. We're heavily bearish on this market, right? We're looking for the daily profile was bearish. Why does that happen? It keeps dropping frames. Fucking useless thing. Are we just going to continue up, are we? Is that what's going on here? Without coming to take out that massive pool of liquidity. I don't believe you. Well, it looks like it is. Start reading that M1. Change the state of delivery, change the state of delivery, continue on price. Wick above, close below, change state of delivery, wick below, up above. In a downtrend, an up bar will more likely be engulfed in 1 to 2 bars, right? Engulfed, failed. Okay, so maybe the weekly cycle is actually working here, and because NQ did take the low. Excuse me, fucking hell. NQ did take the low. The cracks in correlation have not been working though. Can you imagine the VIX is high and markets are moving together, right? So we've got both asset classes are moving together. Equity markets, index equities and currency futures. And normally in positive correlations they wouldn't move together. They would, you wouldn't get this kind of price action. FX would move first, then the index market would follow on. I still think there's liquidity below that low. We're just seeing price push up. MQ is pushing up as well. Maybe that was enough. Oh, man. Is this going to come back down? Wow, ES has got a liquidity below that low as well here. You can see this low over here on ES, there's going to be liquidity below that. Got a fair value gap there, but fall into that. Inefficient price action there. Let's just mark that on the thing as well, because could see price cut take that liquidity as well. Maybe maybe I'm wrong and this is just going to blow up now. Da, 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 da. You don't get away. (20 past 8) GMT. Look at that move on. When was that? It was yesterday, wasn't it? I was saying yesterday. This move happened here, and I was looking at this when like 8 o'clock. Inversion, filled the inefficiency, but I just wasn't so keen on that. This level of liquidity, I thought it was going to come up higher, and then it did come up higher, and that was at 10:30. And then we just had that sell-off. Fucking not a good day for me yesterday. Not a good day. Correct read on the market. I was up here looking for shorts. I knew that this was going to come up higher and take this. Did at 10:30. Didn't offer me an entry. I wasn't trading at that time anyway. And then all this time I said it was going to come up to the blue line, get an inversion to take out previous day's low. Oh. And yeah, we just didn't get there. Now what is price doing? 38 minutes left. Maybe we're going to come back down for that liquidity, but that's okay as well. See, under normal conditions, timed edge conditions, right, the risk on situation, I probably would have been in long already here, right? We've got a weekly cycle up there. NQ took previous day's low, sequential SMT, right? Yeah, we got sequential SMT. We don't have a micro, but then we get this inversion here and a 15-second entry inversion in there as well. So I would be in already. But with this regime that's going on at the moment and the world war, market doesn't seem to like the sequential SMT too much. And the model just dies off, gives incorrect reads. So now I'm just have to just focus on continuations and reversals, but they've got to be from, and I'm just looking at ES really. Let's see, I could be wrong, this could go up and the weekly cycle could have worked out, and that's fair enough, I don't mind. I'll tell you what this period has done in terms of looking at price action again. It's got me really focused on what bar is printing. I know that's the main thing of what I'm doing, what I've learned, but even more so I'm looking at what bar is coming, because the cracks don't work, right? So you're just having to focus on what bar's printing, how open, high, low, close theory comes in every day. So important. Change in state of delivery. Wick below, close above. Wick above, close below. Okay, so let's see if we can invert this price, right? I mean, that's the level to disrespect. If we start closing up now, then yeah, we're probably going to go a bit higher. By the looks of it, looks to be the case, doesn't it? Okay, yeah. Well, that found liquidity there, didn't it? It's not going to go lower. You could probably. Let's have a little look what NQ's doing. Open, low, high, close. It's playing around a bit, isn't it? If you open lower, you expect a higher close, right? So probably a bullish bar printing now. It's good for everyone to see this as well. Sometimes, now we're getting closed back below the open. Close back below the open. The market doesn't know what it's doing. It's doing all this shit yesterday. Oh, man. You'll always be my baby. Okay, so I was right. Called price. I knew it was going to come back down. Take this liquidity. Bearish bar, expecting a bearish bar. We should wick below. In times like this, not be cracked. Let's see if we can get below this other low. If we get an inversion off of this point here, then potentially we could look for a long 1 to 3 risk, 1 to 3 fixed risk. We want to see some inefficiency in price. At the moment, price is pretty efficient until this next bar has been formed. And then we'll see the creation of a fair value gap or an imbalance or whatever you want to call it. I'm on ES. The instrument I am trading is ES1. Not on a back adjusted chart. Normal chart. If we do invert price now, I'll still have to wait for a 15-second inversion. I'll drop down. Let me just get the execution thing up. Alright, so we're filling that inefficiency here. It's a little bit of a fair value gap, but now we tapped into it. Okay, so we need something else now. We need to see price push down a bit further. We've got a new 30-minute candle coming out in 2 minutes. Probably see that swept. Wick below, close above. Remember, we've still got that key level there just below that of Monday's low that was created in Monday's low. Gonna be liquidity there. Very important. Let me just set an alert for that one. Da 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 da. Because I got high. Because I got high. Da 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 da. I was gonna go to class. Then I got high. I could have cheated and I could have passed. But then I got high. Wow, man. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Let's see what happens here. We need a full body close through this, and then we haven't got really efficient price action. So let's see this break above here, and then we could maybe trade the 50% with a 15-second inversion, 8:30, 8:31. Or maybe it goes down for that low, Monday's low. Highly probable. Give us a nicer inversion, in fact, if that happens. If we're going to go back up, that is. At the moment, we're respecting in discount of this VWAP, aren't we? Sorry, premium of the VWAP. Discount will be up here. What does that imply? It implies a strong trend, right? I know why, man. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Come on. Da 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 da. Bezarin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bezertil holding fort. We're disrespecting bullish. Come on, take out that level. Give us an inversion. Happy day. Let's have a 1 to 3 scalp. Let's call it a day. Or back to New York even. Go on, just sweep that low. You know you want to. Come on, you can do it. Don't know why, man? Because I got high. Because I got high. Hold low. As that swept me to make sure that that is on the money. That is on the money there. We're going to go down a bit, I think. Let the music play, you won't get away. Open, high, low, close. What did I say about the hourly? Let me just reset that chart, right? Open, high, low, close, right? 25 minutes left to the bar. What do we expect if we opened high, low, close? The last quarter of the candle, we would expect a push back up if we were going to push up. Okay, so that's in keeping with what's happening at the moment, right? We get to the last 45 minutes of the candle. That's very important to know, actually. That is very, very interesting find I've just stumbled across there. If you're looking for an open high low close, the last 15 minutes would be bullish. If you're looking for an open low high close, the last 15 minutes would be bearish, wouldn't it? Not all the time, But anyway, we haven't got no. This is a efficient price action. We've got a little fair value gap up here, haven't we? Not the best though. Not the cleanest inversion that, but come on, give us something juicy, juicy. Still got 10 minutes left. I'm going to check that theory and do some testing on that. My brain just does not stop. Okay, so we got some. See if we get a change of state of delivery on this 1 minute bar. It's stalling. I want to see a nice, clean, high volume candles. Wicks either side is not really what I want to see. I want to see straight volume, high volume candles like this. Straight through. Confirmation, right? High volume, right? Don't want to see all this shit, crap. Show me the buyers are in there. Show me. Change state of delivery on the 1 minute. Let's see if we can break up above this then. You know, we might even get last fair value gaps in there. Close above that. Maybe we take out the high as well. Come back in here. I'm using the confirmation anyway, so it's a double confirmation entry. Yes, we are bearish on the daily profile. This would be just a back to mean, back to the mean of the VWAP. Sorry, I'm having a moment there, aren't I? So bearish is still in the market here, right? You can see this wick above, close below. Right, so we're taking liquidity out of there. It's not the time. Okay. It will tell us. It will show us when the time is to go for this. Look at this, clear of liquidity, bullish. That's what we want to see, but we want to see it. We don't want to see it above an old low. We want to see that. Take the liquidity, then we want to see this bullish stuff. This is just inducing more sellers in, buyers in before it sells it into the low. Because people are looking to get in long here. You know, also long here. That's why we get this. Then it rolls over. Hasn't finished its target yet. In actual fact, if all assets were above the old high, they weren't, you could look for a sweep. That's my last kiss model. Right, the last kiss is we have a level here, price is trading here, and then we trade up above old high to run it down into a low. Okay, so this is a sweep when you have a clear liquidity pool on all three assets. The volume's gone out the market, right? We're not seeing high volume here. Slow, shitty price action. That's why it's strict to the scalping at the time of open. Right, no volume's going to be in the market. No liquidity's coming in the market. We're expecting a bearish bar, but I thought, okay, now we're getting something. It's efficient price action though, isn't it? You know, everything's efficient here, except from here, so I'd like to see a change. Right, we are getting some buyers now though. It's the only bit of inefficiency there. We get a few bars up, then yeah, I'll consider taking this long, right? We've swept this liquidity that I wanted to sweep, the key levels. Little scalp up to. Is there any draws of liquidity? We got these highs up here. If we're going to go higher, these 3 or these 2. You know, the blue line would be my first target. If I'm looking for extended targets, it'd probably be up above this premium line here. Discount line above here. Sorry, we're just not getting it though. Struggling to push up. We are in a massive downtrend, and Asia's expanded as well, so we'll probably expect accumulation. But I don't know how much this profiling works in this regime of this market at the moment. You'll always be my baby. I'm always thinking of you, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of you, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can only understand why we are Joe. Where could price be drawing to? We don't know. Maybe that line there. A gap, we got a low there as well. How far away are we from there? Possible. Our execution window is rapidly closing. It's 1:45. Like I said, what did I say? Last 15 minutes should, if we were going to change, it would be bullish now, right? We can understand why we are chose. You touch my body, special places. My heart beats with you. Ooh. Why is it dropping that many frames? It's doing my fucking head in. Maybe we invert price above this level here. Potential quick scalp. Have got this key level there though. It's fair value gap kind of thing. Monday Asia's low. We can only understand why we are chose. Change state of delivery. We are in a bearish environment, wick above. $14, wick above, close below. I mean, if you can't read price with that open, high, low, close theory, you need to stop trading. Just forget about it, go and do something else. That's the reality of it. Go and do something else, because you are never going to understand this. It is too difficult if you can't understand that. We can only understand why we are chose. Change the state of delivery. Wick above, close below, right? Price is fractal. We've pulled into this fair value gap, last presented fair value gap. Okay. Inefficiency, efficiency. Move down. I don't know what's going on now though. We can only understand why we are chose. See, this is a little bit tricky here, right? Because we've already come up and closed this fair value gap, so we'd have to wait for this probably to go the high, right? The high that broke the low. This is efficient, that's efficient. We'd have to wait for that. Possibly. Let me just have a little look at NQ and the other assets. Yeah, we've got we can only understand why we are chose to touch my body's special places. My heart beats with you. The last 15 minutes should be bullish. If we're going to do anything, if we're going to change anything, it's going to be coming now. I want to see a break above the high that broke the low. I don't want to see this bullshit. It's not going to play ball, is it? It's not playing ball. 849 ES is not playing ball with me. My heart races with you. Why am I not looking at this, right? Why am I not looking at this? It's taken the liquidity from this inefficiency here, right? Imbalance, right? We've taken liquidity from that, pushed down, now we've pushed back up. So no 15-second inversion anyway. Okay, alright, that wasn't meant to be. Price is still dicking about. I was doing this shit yesterday. My heart races with you. We can only understand why we are chose. Got 9 minutes left of this 1 hour range form, 8 to 9 AM. See if we get a change of state of delivery. You know what I said, right? You know why I'm looking at this. I'm looking for it to get back up into some discount of the VWAP. short little scalp, taking out liquidity. My heart races with you. When you're looking for inversion, you just want to see that clean volume through price, right? Volume bars through price. You don't want to see any of this like, oh, mitigating then come back. No, because it's working too many orders in there. And we're seeing that level now. What's that? It's annoying. What did I say? The last 15 minutes should be bullish, open, high, low, close theory. 8:53. Didn't give me what I wanted. Fucking wanker. You'll always be my baby. I'm always dreaming of you, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can only understand why we are chose. I don't like this cowboy in this town. How annoying. It's gonna shoot up now, isn't it? Of course it is. Whoa, what is that? That is mad. take anything from in there? I don't think it's gonna. I'm now thinking whether to take from discounting in here to continuation up. Not overly sold on the idea. I will see what happens when price comes back into this level. My love. Right, 9 a.m. open, high, low, close. All right. We didn't get a 15-second entry in this section. This equilibrium here just pushed up. It was all efficient price action, no inversion. Okay, but the white line indicates the close of the 1 hour. I'm just testing something on this, forward testing it to see how this works. But yeah, if we open high, low, close, right? So we're expecting a bearish bar, potentially. No lower wick, we've just pushed straight up. We didn't have a change of state of delivery the last bar though. Oh, that's annoying. Wanted a long from here, didn't we? Didn't get what we wanted. I was checking a discount here if I was going to get a 15-second inversion, but we didn't get a 15-second inversion. Oh man. Maybe a run in for a previous candle's high, previous hour range high. That would be my first target in full fairness. Ah, that's so annoying. Oh, that was my trade, to be honest, guys. Long from here up to the blue, take out previous hour's range, last 15 minutes. Okay, that's very important. What I stated there, open, high, low, close, last 15 minutes are bullish. You can basically predict any candle like that. If we opened high, low, close on the hourly low, might see price wick above and then run the low, potentially. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you very much.